other parties of interest. This evaluation committee meeting for RFP-25-00332 Oracle Customer Cloud Services Consulting Services will be held by means of communication media technology. Active participation will be for committee members only. Provisions have been made for any member of the public desiring to access to view the meeting. The online internet and live stream will also be available via recording after the meeting has ended at a later date. Please be advised that the cone of silence is still in effect. All meeting and correspondence must include me. My name is Tracy Edwards. I am the senior buyer for this project. For the record, this meeting is being recorded and has been publicly noticed. At this time, I will ask each committee member to introduce themselves for the record.
My name is Austin Sawyer, and I'm currently the acting group manager for the System Support Group in Public Utilities Enterprise Solutions Division.
Hi, my name is Karen Wers. I'm the service delivery manager who supports public utilities.
Good morning, I'm Marisol Garcia. I'm the group manager for client services, the meter to cash process in the Water Resources Department in the Enterprise Solutions Division.
The evaluation committee chair will be Austin Stoyer, will lead the discussion for scoring. After each category is discussed, please state the final consensus score agreed upon so that I may record it in the scoring spreadsheet. After the conclusion of the scoring, I will verify the scores with the committee and provide a final scoring sheet at a later date. Austin, I'll turn it on over to you.
We're going to be going through each one of the proposals one by one and finding a consensus score for each of the three categories of experience, technical approach, and qualification. Did we want to go over in the RFP posting the list of criteria for evaluation on the three of those, or we don't have solid understandings?
I'm good with it.
So jumping, I guess, straight into the first one, we have 22nd Century Technologies. So anybody that would like to kick us off, specifically with their experience? So
Do we just want to say the number of points that we're awarding in the category and go from there?
yes, if you like, sure.
Excuse me, remember your scoring is going to be based on the, we have the evaluation scoring criteria. So proposers, organization, qualification, experience, document, successful size, complexity, and relevance is the first one. Proposals, technical approach, methodology, and project schedule is the second, and qualification, knowledge, education, training, expertise, and skills. So the scoring will be
Out of 20.
out of 20, correct. Thank you.
So out of 20, the experience on 22nd Century, I gave 5 because I did not see much actual CCS experience. A lot of their verbiage seemed to be related to older CC&D, and I didn't see 10+ years of experience that we were asking for. So,
You gave them more than I did because I did it 3.
okay. I tended to rate in chunks of 5.
Yeah.
But
right?
I know we were gonna be discussing more, so I figured if we could fine tune it.
Well, because I thought we were gonna do from that 1 to 5 to get to the 20.
Okay,
So I'm like,
Oh.
well, I'm not too sure about that 5, because I saw missing stuff myself.
sure.
I gave them higher, I gave them a 10, because I did see CCS experience in there, as well as, government entities.
Yep.
I saw at least 4 of their experience with government entities.
I did see the government entities as well, but a lot of it seemed to be focused on Oracle Fusion, which is the ERP solution.
Right.
It's most of the utility.
Right.
coding, we're looking for a CCS, so I didn't think that really fit.
Totally get that.
It is an Oracle Cloud, solution. It does exist in the same OCI sort of infrastructure, but it's a different solution. It's a different application altogether. And we pull up the documents that they attached or not for this one.
You can on your review,
Okay.
yes, you do have access to the documents. I can't pull them up myself from here.
And show them. Okay.
No,
Okay,
you are reviewing what was perceived in the
Okay.
proposal.
I'm-
And
You're talking about this, right?
Right, so they had an experience document submission.
and I can align with 5 based off of,
The score.
yeah.
Twice, okay, so the consensus for experience for 22nd century solutions would be 5.
Are we gonna go across all categories for one person?
Yes.
Or, okay.
yes, oh, I'm sorry, you're looking,
Oh.
I thought you were looking for something, yes, so your next.
Sorry, I thought we were waiting.
Oh, no, sorry, no, I recorded the score as 5. So once you go over each category or go over each categories for that vendor, I will go back over to read the scores and also give you the score for the cost, the quote, cost total and the total. And so we'll just consent on that. So make sure you have what I have on the total score.
Okay. So then for the technical approach for 22nd century. Trying to remember, so I can find it at home. I did like their proposal. They seem to have a solid understanding of the work that was requested. It seemed like they had everything they were really looking for. I believe I gave them 2015. Primarily based on the lack of specific CCS experience. From the experience section, I wasn't 100% certain of their ability to deliver on batch development. Should we need troubleshooting with batch development?
I gave them a 20. I
Okay.
thought they had everything laid out, according to all of the specifications. Seemed fairly comprehensive to me.
We're kind of in the mid of the range because I did 10,
Okay.
but I'm fine to go higher.
On what basis was the 10?
Well, the reason why is because again, we're looking at some of the things that we already encounter.
Mhm.
And to me, batch is really important because we've encountered some of the things where batching has become a problem and it's caused issues for us in our operations. So I kind of look at everything specific, whether or not it'll meet what we're looking for. But I'm good in giving it higher. I do like the fact that they did provide what we're looking for on the other item.
It seemed a very well put together proposal. I just cautiously, I wasn't certain, but
Right.
specific to CCS.
I can align with the 15. I feel like I'm going straight off of the paper and I'm not living what you're living
Right.
day in and day out, right? So you have a different viewpoint, which is part of the reason why we have this process.
Exactly. Well, between 10, 15, and 20, would average out to 15. Okay. So experience consensus to 15. It's over to.
Okay, so are you giving the consensus score for,
Technical approach out of 20.
thank you, you said, experience or qualifications?
Yes.
Yes, okay, so we want to stay within
Yeah.
the name of the evaluation, so,
Okay.
yes, thank you.
So we had, for 22nd century, we had, for experience, 5.
Yes,
For technical approach, 15.
Okay.
And now we're moving to qualification.
yes, thank you.
Okay, perfect. So as far as qualification for 22nd century, I did appreciate their certifications that they were able to provide, their SOC 2 compliance, their ITIL v4, their NIST, their ISO as well, their HIPAA. Not all of those are necessarily going to be used for this contract, but they are very valued. And I can recognize that by holding those, that this is a well-standing company. I saw what I liked for qualifications. They had trying to make sure this is the one I'm thinking of. Yep, they listed their SQL experience, their knowledge of OIC, yeah, the BI publisher experience, their REST and SOAP protocols. Yeah, they had everything as far as qualifications. For this one, I gave them a 20.
I'm in agreement.
I guess, I don't know if I saw something, I know I have I had a 10.
Okay.
So I don't, maybe I missed something that you guys are looking at. I just, I have indicated they're eligible. They haven't had any bankruptcies. They're able to work with the government. And I saw, my only notice that they have some CCS support, but they do have Oracle OIC, which I know is,
Our big integration
yeah.
network. So the 10-point deduction was with some CCS?
Yes.
Okay. And I see that, let me just do a quick control F CCS experience. So I see 8 mentions of CCS in their qualification document from a team project manager. From a. Yeah. So I'm just trying to comb through the document here. Yeah, so as far as their actual key staff, it's just the project manager with excuse me, and an Oracle functional lead. Have it listed in their history and experience. So yeah, I see where the deduction could come from, yeah. Because their technical lead, I don't see. Their named technical. Mr. Raj. Yeah. So their technical lead and their functional lead neither have mentioned CCS in their working history, in their relevant expertise listed in the document. So I definitely see that. So I would be in agreement to shave off a few points. I don't know about full 10.
Yeah,
Maybe,
see,
maybe 5.
my approach was 0, 10, 20. I didn't.
I got you. That's fair. 0, 5. You're right, mine was by 5, so
So.
that's fine. So
I feel like there'll be a lot of,
that's
us
what we're here for.
compromising, right? So.
So maybe
I'm fine,
to
that's, yes.
to 15 would be a fair.
That's fine.
So for qualification on 22nd century, 15 out of 20.
Thank you. So, economic development did give 5 points for SBE bonus points. Cost, quote, cost total, I have 13.46. That gives a total for 22nd century technologies of 53.46. So to go back over that again, we have for proposal, organization, qualification, experience, documented success size, complexity, and relevance, 5 points. Proposals, technical approach, methodology to project schedule, 15. Qualifications, knowledge, education, training, expertise, and skill, 15. SBE bonus points, 5. Quote, cost total, 13.46, for a total of 5353.46, 53.46.
Running tally to make this easier, yeah. You guys have next on your list, because you see what
Jay.
Yeah. Alright, so at J on, we're gonna go in the same order, I suppose, starting with experience. For FJL, I noticed they had a lot of foreign experience in many different countries with limited experience domestically. We had City of Long Beach, which was CC&B, Santee Cooper, CC&B, City of Raleigh, which they are also CC&B, Southern Maryland Electrical Cooperative, also CC&B, and then Seattle, which was WHAM, as a conversion to wax. So I didn't see any domestic CCS experience. Which I do see some CCS experience, right? There's some in Australia. There's some in the Netherlands. So for this one, I gave them a 10. Because they showed government experience, whether it was domestic or otherwise. They showed CCS experience across a few different engagements. So I gave them a 10.
That's also what I gave them.
Okay.
It's same thing. I saw government, I saw some CCS, I didn't see government and CCS.
Right.
And it's good. I did like the fact that they provided the number of customers of,
Mhm.
for each of the ones that they actually provide some kind of system support.
Right.
I agree with you. CCS and government in the States, I don't see much of that.
Okay.
In order for us to be able to see and compare how it'll do, can't see it.
Okay. So 10 out of 20 on experience. This was that one. I wasn't sure what to evaluate for this one. Did it come up blank for the both of you as well?
No, I saw it, but I will say I did not, I saw out of, I'll just go, I gave them 0 for this. I only saw, then like 2 points out of the items that were noted on there. I didn't really see them hitting them, so.
The only thing that I saw was one resume, so quite honestly, for me, it's 0.
Yeah.
Okay, I also rated them 0, so
Yeah.
0 on technical first. And then for experience. Excuse me, for qualification. Went backwards.
Qualification, there was only one resume. There's nothing else in there.
Right.
Did you find any documents in there?
Well, I have to go look online because I have a.
Oh,
I just took my notes off of it. For qualifications, my notes, I mean, I showed that they were eligible to work with government. They didn't have any of the, the bankruptcies or any of that. But my note is minimal CCS experience, non-government. They do have other Oracle experience. I gave them a 10 in that section.
I gave them 5. For similar reasons, I just ended up with a lower score.
I didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you, I gave him a 1.
Okay.
Cause I searched, I'm literally on the page again. Even on the executive summary, it's the same letter that they
Some
assigned
of them,
everywhere
yes,
else.
were,
I mean, I went literally going back and forth into looking at it, none of their documents are in here. And what I saw was one resume to even talk about experience.
full of,
What was it for Prasanth Alagiri, the support manager? Same one?
I see.
So he did have some relevance though, which is why I gave the 5, but. I wasn't comfortable giving it 1 to 5.
No.
I see 21 pages
Yeah, I have 21 pages.
for this section.
For which section?
For qualifications.
They
For
summarize,
Hadaway?
no,
For
at J.
Jane. Just make sure the last two scores we gave were also for AbJam.
Yeah.
Okay. So the support manager in the qualifications document, Mr. Palagiri. I did see some CCS experience. So I gave them my 5 points primarily from him.
I think well, there's also a development lead. Did you see that one? A little behind that,
Just got to him.
which,
For a CCS implementation.
yeah. That's everything's a CCV or C2M
We're looking at qualifications?
Qualifications, yeah.
developer. C2M is pretty wax.
I see a lot of C2M developer.
Yeah.
Which. It's similar in the way that Mini is similar to the MW.
Right, I mean, there was a lot of DCME that I saw.
It's a much more established.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Not, not if I hear the staff talking about it.
Completely different database structure. Different user interaction as well.
I'm confused.
That's all right.
I did score them, I scored them a 10,
Okay,
so I'm good with them.
Okay, so
but did you give them a,
I can go fine,
oh, okay,
but I
I can be swayed,
go for 7 down the middle.
that's fine.
yeah.
All right. We had 10 for experience, 0 for technical approach, and 7 for qualifications.
Okay. So for Abjayon,
AbJam.
sorry.
I'm assuming we're saying that right.
Yeah.
No, it is, and they provided a little, in the beginning in their executive summary, I think it is, how to pronounce it, and it's Abjayon.
Abjayon, okay, thank you. All right, so for the proposals, organization, qualification, experience, documented success, size, complexity, and relevance, which I won't say every time, is a 10. Proposers, technical approach, methodology, project schedule, 0. Qualification, knowledge, education, training, expertise, and skill, 7. There are no SBE bonus points. Cost, quote, total. Do I need to mention how much they quoted? Would that be?
And
Okay,
see why not?
alrighty. Their cost, proposed cost was 493,000. We didn't mention that on the other one, so.
We can go back.
Yeah, we'll go back on that. So their quote cost total, 25.73. For a total of 42.78. And out of the score of 105, possible scores, 105. I would like to go back on, disclose it, cost. I don't think I disclosed it.
I'm sorry, for FJ on
Yes,
the quote cost points of allotment, you said it was 25.7.
7, 8,
8.
yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Because we didn't publish the cost yet. So. Based on that, we're giving that to
So for 22nd century, their total quote amount.
okay, for 22nd, it was 944,000 even. Okay, who do you have next?
Did you guys have that?
Delaware.
Starting with their experience. I believe I ranked this very low.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember I just did not have any mention of CCS. Yeah, I gave this one a 0.
Agreed. I mean, I'll just say it. I rated them a 0 in all the
Across the board,
categories.
yeah.
The proposal was very light and had none of the information we were looking
Yeah.
for. So it's hard to make a decision on that.
All right, we're all in agreement, just straight across the board, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Yeah.
So for Delaware.com, the scores across the board, proposal, organization qualifications, experience, 0, proposals, technical approach, 0, qualifications, 0, SB bonus point, 0, cost, quote cost total at 2.18. For a total for Attaway.com, 2.18. And their proposed cost was $5,820,000.
Straight along, did you guys have it?
Blue Heron.
Blue Heron was one of the better ones. Serves. Adding to their experience. So Blue Heron had the 10 years that we were looking for with at least 2 government agencies. So I straight out of the gate gave them a 10. That's at least half of the evaluation, in my opinion. And then they made mention of CCS on 2 of their references, if I recall. Yeah, I'm going purely on memory here because I forgot my notes at home today. So, so they had CCS with Cal Water.
And San Jose.
Yeah. But from what I was seeing of their Cal Water, it mentioned CC and B, which I was confused what they meant by CCS ongoing support. Because they just went live with CC and B in 2018. Can't imagine they've already transitioned to CCS by 2025, 7 years later. that didn't sit right, because everything above, there's 6 bullet points. 3 of them mention CC&B and 1 mentioned CCS. So I wasn't sure what. Yes, I don't know, I was skeptical of that listing. And then San Jose. It just didn't seem like it was truly CCS. I don't know. I was cynical of their mention of CCS. It felt like it was sprinkled in sort of to appease the proposal. But I don't know if you guys got the same feeling.
I actually thought that they showed, my notes at least say, all efforts are within utilities and they have experience with Oracle, CCS, as well as CCD, C2M. I gave them 20 points in this category.
I rated them high as well, because, so what you're talking about, Cal Water,
Mhm.
I went looking into either further in, because Cal Water provided, I guess, some feedback also.
Okay.
And I think what you're looking for is on that document. Because it talks about what their performance was from 2016 to 2018, and then I guess when they picked it back up, January 2024.
Got it.
And I did see CCS listed, and that's what we have right now.
Okay. So I remember I gave them 15 out of 20 just because I was skeptical of their CCS engagement, but gave 20 and Marisol
I'll do the same.
20 as well.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Once they gave us what we were looking for,
yeah,
specifically.
It was, yes,
This was a real clean one, like, oh.
okay, so
red.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 for experience.
I mean, they made it easy on some of the other categories too, because I can
Yes.
go line by line on what our RFP has,
Mhm.
and they
Exactly.
answered the questions.
Now, I remember their technical approach was very well presented.
Yes.
I believe I gave them full points on their,
Yeah.
on the technical.
As did I.
Yeah, 20 on the technical approach. And then their qualifications. Yeah, I remember they made mention of they had developers with Groovy experience, which was a big positive for me, because our matches are written in Groovy script, so that was refreshing to see, I remember. Yeah, I give them full 20 on their qualifications as well.
So did I.
We're in the same.
2020.
Yeah.
For Blue Herring Consulting Corporation. For the proposals, organization, qualification, experience, document success, size, complexity, and relevance. 20, proposals, technical approach, methodology to project schedule. 20, qualification, knowledge, education, training, expertise, and skills. 20, the quote cost total of 15.21, 15.21 for no SBA points. I don't know if I mentioned that. For a total of 75.21, that's 75.21 for the cost quote total, their proposed cost was $835,700.
Did appreciate their flat monthly billing too. I don't think it was.
Mhm.
That's along the line of some other stuff they added in there too.
Yeah, they had their, they had an AI tool for the billing exceptions, which I'm sure your team appreciate.
They also even added in the fact that they know there might be some other things that are out of the scope. And they added in something else that may help.
You guys have next.
Boss.
And now we're into this one, it's a quick one as well.
I gave a 10 in this category.
Okay.
I only saw one instance
Of CCN.
of CCS. It was presented on their twice, City of Jackson and Jackson Water, it looked like, but it was, to me, it seemed like either there was a name change or something, but it seemed like it was the same support instance to me. So I only counted that as one.
I thought it was just me until I pulled both of the things. I'm like, are they this thing?
Right, so I'm not sure if, yeah, something,
Or maybe a merger? or
yes,
something,
yeah,
or-
I'm not really sure, yeah.
Did you notice? Sorry, it's just my
Column A number 12 or
12 across. I don't know, maybe I just did some looking for myself.
I just want to put the line item. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There were a couple like that. Where the preliminary quote cost that you sent was different than their 3-year
Yes. Okay.
proposed cost.
Alrighty.
I wasn't sure which one. I thought it would be the total, the quote cost total
Yes.
that they included. I'm not sure what the preliminary number.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll be going on the proposed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just in case that didn't make sense. She provided a preliminary quote cost summary, but then on the individual actual proposals, they were asked to provide the total quote cost.
Yeah.
Which was different in some cases.
Yeah, I didn't even look at costs, I just stuck to
Right.
my category.
Okay,
so.
thank you. I just wanna make sure. Okay.
So,
Well, I looked to see what was on that sheet, but that didn't influence any of mine.
Okay.
No, I didn't
Thank you.
either.
I figured
Okay.
the total quote cost from the actual proposal. Rather than the preliminary. No, the opposite?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I looked at it again, when I saw what they provided, I looked at, it, I'm like. Okay.
And what we're speaking of to the audience was that, looking at the proposed cost, when I'm doing the quote cost total, I'm looking at the proposed cost that was provided in the, within the proposal. Not what was written in the proposal, but what was presented on the line item template. Just wanted to make sure. All righty. So Boss USA.
So back to their experience, I would agree with Sam. I think that's a fair evaluation.
Mhm.
For experience for boss, 10 out of 12. Technical approach, I remember being a longer, more detailed sign, just refreshing my memory here. I remember they did demonstrate knowledge and understanding of CCS version numbers, which gave me some warm and fuzzy feelings. There were a few that were giving version numbers on CCS that were not in the format of CCS version numbers. So that was an instant red flag on a couple, but this one, they demonstrated understanding of the CCS environment. They had mention of their Groovy and SQL experience again. This one I remember giving full points of 20 on their technical approach.
I gave them 10.
Okay.
Just some of the notes, I guess I didn't see where the software file formats, I didn't see anything along those lines in their proposal. I thought also between the quality assurance and the controls to maintain schedule and budget, it seemed a little light in those areas. That's why I removed some points.
Okay.
I did 15.
Okay.
Because I saw some of the misses, but I also see they provided what we're looking for. And it was easy to follow along to their document.
Right.
But so I'm either or.
I think 15 would be fair. So for technical approach for boss, 15.
Okay.
To their qualifications. They will qualify for business. Certifications, ITIL. So they have OCI professionals. Number all these blend together in my head. Application lead with CCS experience. Development lead experience with Groovy and Java and SQL. Nothing specific to CCS. CI integration lead. Familiar with CCS. Java, SQL. Yep. As far as their qualifications, I didn't see anything that they were missing. If memory serves, I gave them 20 on their qualification. Because they had the skills and the knowledge that would be needed. And they're qualified to do business.
I gave a 10.
Okay.
I said, they're eligible, but my note at least shows minimal CCS experience and hard to tell if, how much with government entities.
Sure. And just jumping back to their experience, they had Jackson Water twice. City of El Paso Water. Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, I see the concern for sure.
I had similar concerns because of that. I couldn't really verify whether or not what they were providing. Yes, it shows CCS on some of the things, but I was a little bit, when you throw me off like that, that's a red flag for me. So I did give them a 10.
Okay.
And then, of course, I was looking at resumes to see if maybe I could find something else in there. There's no resumes.
Fair. They give the quick summary of each one. And I do see the skill sets that I would really value, so I would push a little higher than 10. I would probably go to maybe 13 to 15. Wherever you guys feel comfortable.
I'm fine with 13.
13. So for boss, we have 10, 15, 13 for experience, technical approach qualification.
Yes. For Boss USA, Inc., I have proposal, organization, qualification, experience, 10. Proposals, technical approach, methodology, project schedule, 15. Qualification, knowledge, education, training, 13. Quote cost total at 17.95. No bonus points. Total of 55.95. That's 55.95. For Boss USA, their proposed cost was $707,850. $707,850.
Next for you guys, the
So, but
consultant, that's the, okay. Yeah, this one I'm giving 0. I did not see relevant experience in CCS.
Same.
This one was 0s across the board. Just based on this one document from my memory.
I did give a 10 in
Okay.
technical approach, but also a 0 in qualifications.
Let me head to technical.
But I'm fine
I mean,
if you all are 0s across the board, I can do that because I look at some of my notes, they didn't really indicate any controls about schedule, no locations identified, no org chart.
right. It
That
seems
we
like it's
requested.
just
yeah,
a generic technical support framework, but
It will
it wasn't
exactly.
specifically applied to anything CCS.
I felt like also in another part, they were just like restating our requirements back at us, right?
I felt the same on that.
So I
And then Marisol, did you have anything else for qualifications? I think we're going 0s across the board.
0 cost because, I mean, on the other ones, even for performance, there's no period of performance, no length of time, no clear details.
Right, okay. Straightforward enough.
Okay, Consultad Inc. There's 0s across the board, no SBE. Proposal organization qualification 0, proposal technical approach 0, qualification knowledge, education 0. Quote cost total at 16.91, which will give us a total of 16.91. The the proposed cost was $756,500. Again, the total of 16.91.
Next one would be critical river.
yes.
Yeah. This one had a lot of subcontractor. Never really the main players. I did see CCS implementation. I did see a history of utility companies. Similar to the other one, a lot of foreign engagement as well. But a lot of subcontracted. which raised the hairs on the back of my person. I gave them a 10. Just based on how many engagements they have had.
Yeah, kind of on the fence. It looks like one of their CCS experiences was still in an implementation phase, so that I was waffling between the 10 and 20 in that category.
I'm erring on the lower side because I haven't seen them be sort of the main player. Just based on what they
Yeah.
presented.
I'm fine with the 10, nothing higher than that.
Okay.
Because I saw the same thing with CCS implementation. I did see one of the main utilities that we tend to talk to, listed on here. But I didn't get too much
Right,
of what we were looking for out of this one.
so 10 seems, is right,
Mhm.
okay. Experience, technical approach. Okay, for their technical approach, did you guys understand what Care 360 managed services framework was? I saw that come up on a few different proposals. The Care 360 managed services. They say it's proprietary, but it was common across a few different proposals. And then none of them really went into super great detail on what that meant.
They didn't provide them. I kind of thought it's like an agent software or platform,
Okay.
just because it sounds like.
Right.
But I couldn't, like, I didn't go searching for it either. It's me, I decided to keep reading through it and try to figure, but you know how everybody's using the 360 kind of
Right.
thing to
Right,
go
right,
along,
yeah.
so I figured it might be some kind of an agent portal.
Okay. Key points here.
I'll tell you, for the technical thing, you know, how we tend to look at severities. And if there's any issues, how do you address the severity? I really didn't see that in this document.
Right. What I remember, they didn't provide anything, with the automated testing. Or either. Trying to remember, tool, automated displays, testing measurement. Yeah, so their multi-layered testing and validation, they had automated regression suites. But we're specifically looking for one with OUTA, which is a native CCS automated testing script. Which was missing for me. So. Memory serves, I gave them a 10 on this. Based on what I'm seeing and remember.
Did I?
That as well.
Mhm.
10 for technical approach. Let's to their qualifications. Or it's not filed bankruptcy, all the standard, you know. Qualified to do business gets them immediately 10 points. That is how I was viewing this evaluation. And then their actual patients. And their orifices, their qualification in writing at least. remember what if I did this one.
But I did see on their stuff is that they added Boss Utility Solutions to it. So that could have been one of their subcontractors.
May have been for that. See a lot of CCB and C2M. I'm not, I'm not seeing a lot of CCS. Then you have your offshore services delivery, they have C Java, you have XML, these are all valuable. Number. Yeah, I would say maybe 12, 10 from being qualified to do business and some mention of CCS experience.
Yeah, that's pretty much my notes. I had 10. I had eligible. I didn't see any Florida presence, so there's a, familiarity to, Florida regulations or anything. I don't know. And I just felt their CCS was light.
It is.
10, 10, 10.
Okay.
Across.
Critical River, we have scores of organization qualification, experienced 10, technical approach methodology 10, qualification knowledge 10, SBE bonus points 5, quote cost total 16.95 for a total of 51.91. That's 51.91. The quote cost total, sorry,
Their quote cost points were 16.95.
excuse me, 16.91. Sorry, 16.91. The quote cost total. The total is 51.91. The quote amount was 751,500.
Delta system, same something.
Yes.
It's the one that didn't mention anything CCS. Oh, there's one, CCS upgrade. The 5 out of 20.
I give them 0.
You give them 0. Okay. That's all.
5.
5. I remember I was teetering on this one as well, of giving them 0 or 5.
Yeah.
Because they,
And you guys are okay. I mean, I'm okay with the 5 if that's your direction.
I'm gonna give, I would say 5, just based on, they have Oracle, utility and water history. It's not necessarily CCS. They have their 10 years, they have utility partners. Yeah, I would say 5.
That's why I gave them the 5, because at least they have.
It's
some
in
of
the ballpark.
Yeah,
But
It's not all there with the CCF.
Definitely not what we're. 100%. Okay, onto their technical experience.
This is Delta system, correct?
Delta
Yes,
system.
yes, fine, okay,
Technical approach.
thank you.
Technical approach. More with this managed services thing. That's weird. Nobody wants to describe it. They go super in detail with their technical approach here. Do have technical consultants with Groovy and SQL, integration designs, REST and SOAP APIs, which are valuable, but it. Yeah. Very technical approach up, just based on lack of true detail here. I would be, I don't think I'd give them more than 10.
I actually got a 20 in this category.
Okay,
I didn't go higher
Yeah.
than 10.
okay, because they touch on it, but I'm not getting enough meat on the bone.
Okay.
No.
I felt,
Okay.
Not compared to some of the ones that we've already seen before.
right. Be comfortable with the 10 on the technical.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
And that brings us to their functions. Qualified to do business, at any bankruptcy, I immediately gave 10 points for those. I did see valuable skills, being the Groovy, the Java, the SQL. But again, they were lacking on their CCS specific qualifications. I didn't see a lot of CCS on their staff.
Yeah.
So I would give them a 10, just
I gave them a 10 in that category.
so for Delta, we have 5, 10, 10, family experience, technical qualifications.
Thank you.
Go.
Okay, so for Delta Systems and Software Inc., the organizational qualifications experience, 5. Proposals, or so technical approach methodologies, 10. Qualification knowledge, 10. SBE bonus points, 0. There were none. Quote cost total, 13.66, 1366, for a total of 38.66. The quote amount was 930,500.
Next up, the enterprise solutions consultant. Okay, so ESC did see a healthy amount of CCS, which was refreshing. But not for very long. I see 2021, I think, was the earliest. But they do have a lot of experience with CCS. Seems like a fresher, newer company. I didn't see it the 10 years we were looking for, but I do see utility organizations they're working with. I do see them working with CCS. I would say 15 on the basis of just lacking length of time.
Agreed.
I agree. They did have a nice amount of, examples of CCS.
Yeah, that was refreshing. Yeah, if memory serves, that was reflected in their technical approaches and their qualifications for that. So let me head over to technical approach.
Noticed somewhere around here, they have subcontractors.
They were allowed.
Okay.
They were allowed in the proposal.
No, I get that, but it kind of made a reference of it, but I didn't see it listed. That's the note that I have here, has subcontractors and not listed.
Yeah, will serve as prime contractor and assumes full contractual responsibility. Where specialized skill sets are beneficial, they may engage pre-qualified subcontract partners. But I remember not seeing who those pre-qualified partners were. Which, if I'm not mistaken, in the proposal, we asked them to lay that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, include the subcontract relationship with ours again. Alright. More of this managed services thing. Performance team and all the use of subcontractors is allowed.
Yeah,
I would say it's probably not the preferred method. I just see it creating delays, creating complexity in the service.
Yeah.
So,
no, I get it, it's listed in the RFP, but
right,
I would have expected it to be listed if we asked for it.
right. Operations or customer service support, like this is well beyond what we're looking for with our CCS support. Did they mention anything about badge monitoring and developments and sure I'll remember correctly. Just a controller for that she had. Batch monitoring and defect. Monitoring. Like, I didn't see anything about creation of new batches. They didn't give me any confidence that they'd be able to come up with new ones. Like, maybe I saw, we asked our current partner to make new batches for us to help us automate our work, but I didn't see any of that in the SC's proposal. So the lack of new batch development and the subcontracting and my inclination is toward a 10 on their technical approach. And this managed services thing that I just strange. seem to be offering a lot more than what we really need.
Yeah, I saw a lot of batch monitoring, but not what you were specifying there either.
Right,
And we know we're living off those batches.
Yeah.
right. But I'm leaning toward 10 for their technical approach.
Agree.
I'm fine with that.
Qualification.
What was provided on that?
10 for their technical. Qualifications. They are qualified to do business, housing is bar, haven't had any bankruptcies, so that would be just 7 to 10 as far as I was evaluating these. Personal scale. Onto their resumes. I see the skill sets in their managers and their development staff. See that they're qualified to do business. They have experience with CCS across different partners, or just the length of time in the experience section leads me to. So, but they have Groovy, they have Java, they have SQL. The tools are on there. Have many partners. Qualifications, I didn't see anything that they were lacking in qualification.
Like a 20.
Yeah. 20?
Yeah.
So for experience 15, technical approach 10, qualifications 20.
Thank you. Enterprise Solutions Consulting LLC, for organizational qualification experience, 15. Technical approach methodology, project schedules, 10. Qualifications, so the knowledge, education, training, 20. 0 for SBE bonus points. The quote cost total at 13.51, 1351, for a total of 58.51. So 5851. The cost, proposed cost is 940,500. We are more than halfway done, so I'm gonna need to full day, but does anyone need to take a break at this moment?
Use a quick flyover.
Okay, alrighty. We're going to break for about 10 minutes. The recording will continue to go on. So if anybody wanna take a break, that's online, go ahead and take a break. And again, the recording will proceed. But we will be stepping away. Welcome back from break. We are going to conclude the evaluation committee scoring for RFP 25-00332, Oracle Customer Cloud Services Consulting Services. And take it away, Austin.
Sure. So next one up is our Globetrotters. For this one, I did not see any government utility, any CCS, anything. I gave them 0 experience. So for their technical approach, I saw a lot of regurgitation from the actual RFP. I didn't see anything novel or specific to CCS or their ability to support it, so I gave them again a 0.
I gave a 10, but I did have some questions that I thought should be called out, like where they listed times when they would, the work hours. It looked like it said not starting until 9 AM, which to me, I think would not fit your needs. And again, didn't see much in the way of quality control or schedule and budgeting control. And then I really wasn't certain. There was a huge chunk where they included a Gantt chart, which was like 80 pages of it in their proposal, which made it difficult too. So my 10 was very generous, I'll say.
I was nowhere there. I was in the 0.
Okay.
I kind of debated between a 0 and a 3, just because I
Okay.
gave something.
Right.
But I mean,
But
not
what they
even.
gave was just straight from the RFP itself.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Comfortable in agreement with 0?
Yep.
Okay. Their qualifications. My opinion was more of the same. I didn't see anything specifically CCS related. I didn't see any. They're undoubtedly smart people. I don't see the qualifications specific to supporting CCS. So I also gave this one a 0.
So did I.
Zero across the board.
Correct.
Globetrotters Engineering Corporation. For the scores, it's for the organization qualification experience, 0. Technical approach, a 0. Qualifications, 0. SBE bonus points, 5. Quote, cost total at 11.77. Total of 16.77. The cost for Globetrotters, $1,080,023.
And then up next, we have. Technical?
Yeah.
This one? Okay. C2M with Nashville, C2M with Fayetteville, CCB with Duquesne. They are with utilities, they are with governmental bodies. For 10+ years. I would give somewhere around the 5 to 10 for their experience.
I give it 0.
You know,
I didn't see
that's
CCF.
fair.
I didn't see Cynthia.
That's fair. All right, I would be in agreement on that one. For a serious, just trying to be generous. All right, for their technical approach. Or hide the whole description. See anything that particularly jumped out at me. Again, seems to be following to the RFP. Do you see anything redeeming?
I give them a 10 in this section. Some of my notes were, I didn't really see a defined timeline for, what they were proposing, as well as I have a note that, I mean, they have offshore support and it looks like, at least off of the hours listed in the proposal, it's only until 12:30 p.m. So I can't imagine that's really the case, but that's what's in the proposal, or at least that's what I saw, so. Those were just things that stood out to me, that's why I only awarded them 10.
They do have the skill sets that are valuable. They have the Groovy, they have the SOAP, they have the SQL, the Postman, you know, they have useful skill sets. But I would agree, I wouldn't go much above 10.
If you wanna go up to 10, I'll do it. I gave 5.
Okay. All right, we'll go for 8 on the technical approach. And then for their qualifications. Limited experience with regard to friendship, patients, and they do provide the valuable skill sets. Are qualified to your business. But looking for CCS. I'd have a hard time buying more than 10.
10 is what I,
For the 10.
A 10 for qualifications. Okay, so 0.8.
Okay. Pinnacle IT Consulting for organization qualification and experience, 0. Technical approach, 8. Qualifications, 10. SBE bonus points, 0. Quote cost total, 13.81 for a total of 31.81. The quote cost for Pinnacle, 944,000 even.
Points of 11.
The point was 13.81.
This would be S.
Mhm.
existing partnerships, experience time.
I didn't see that.
No, I didn't.
I didn't either, okay. So, let's
So
see,
you gave them a 0.
Yep.
so the technical approach. Right. This is the one that was the same document.
Yeah.
I'll come back. More of the same with similar ones where they regurgitated a lot from the RFP.
Right.
Without really.
Backing it up.
Right, without giving me the sense that they really understood it. How would you guys go for this one?
I gave them 0s across the
Zeros.
board.
That was sort of how I was leaning. I wasn't sure if that
I
was
didn't-
too far.
Direct CCS experience, there was some maybe Oracle financial experience, but nothing that led me to believe they have relevant experience, right?
I would be comfortable with zeros across the board. So.
I review this one over and over.
Exactly, I'm like, am I
It
missing
was-
something?
right.
Yeah, they have the same 34 pages for each of
For
the
each one.
different sections.
Yeah.
So 000.
Okay. So S&P Solutions LLC. The organization qualification experience, 0. Technical approach, 0. Qualifications, 0. SBE bonus points, 0. Quote cost totals, 13.81. For a total of 13.81. Their cost was $919,909.
This would be sure about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Just make sure I can still do my own. CCS rookie. CCS.
I saw them list us on here. Have they done business with us before?
I don't recall anybody sure about.
It's listed on their proposal experience.
Really?
Yes, it says Hillsborough County Public Utilities.
It's,
Scrolling
It's on page 1.
on page 1.
in what capacity? It just,
No, it just said, so it's on, right under proposal experience. And it lists us among many other organizations.
Maybe they worked with a different division, like the engineers perhaps, but
I'm
nothing
not,
building or.
I don't recognize that for. Unless it was a non-technical type. I mean, there could be something along those lines, but most technical contracts and stuff I'm aware of.
The Sure Power has participated or is currently participating in the implementation and or production support of 36 Oracle CIS projects at the following utilities.
So on page 7, they go in more detail. Hillsborough County Public Utilities CCS interface design.
What?
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like,
Huh?
Definitely not.
No, absolutely not. That's interesting.
I didn't catch that. That's
oh, I did.
that's very.
Maybe they were hoping. I don't know.
I don't know. And it-
Yeah, interface design, no,
Yeah,
not.
it's interface design.
That's really Oracle. Well, they do have 10 years of experience with utilities and how much of that is valid based on Listing us, I'm not sure. I would need to do a reference check for sure.
After seeing that, yeah, I didn't catch that,
Um,
so.
They do have the 10 years we were asking for, they do have 2 government entities of utility, and they do have 2 listings of CCS. That are not Hillsborough County.
Oh, did you, like my note says CCS, but not on government, perhaps. Because I only gave them a 10 in this category for that.
Well, they said ATCO, which is the Edmonton Gas and Utility, Gas and Electric Utility.
Is that government or is that just public, private?
That's a good.
See, there are a lot of people who listed private entities on there that. Government. Like I looked some of them up. Just because the word water's in the title doesn't mean it's government.
I mean, they list quite a bit of entities. But
Wow.
when I saw
I
it
can't trust
listed, I
it.
was like, wait a minute, how did we get listed in there? I would have thought we would have seen that name somewhere in our stuff, in our dealings.
If we're gonna ask you this, I would need to do a check of the reference.
I haven't seen anything.
No. Okay, then that's just.
Would a 5 be too generous?
I'm not looking to be generous.
Okay.
I'm looking at what we really
Right,
need.
that's what I'm saying, is that too generous to give them a, should it be a 0, should it be? I mean, they do have. If
I mean,
we're
it's
believing
that
this,
they have
if we're
CPS
believing this,
experience,
it's valid.
I can. Change my 10 to a 5, that's fine.
I'll do a 5.
Okay. With the need, the reference check.
Yeah,
but
we
I
have to
don't-
really check that.
Comparing to the other scores, I don't expect any. For the technical approach. Just. Or the same with the regurgitation of the RFP's verbiage. Before the. Testify. See that at all. Anything higher than a 0 on technical approach?
Maybe them a 10, there were some things I saw, but some of, I also, like, they just noted offshore. They didn't note a location, so for me, that's just something to be aware of since. There are some restrictions there.
Right.
If they don't note the location when we specifically ask for it to be done, sort of causes me,
Concern.
yeah,
Certain.
so. And would be the high, I think.
I gave them a 5,
Okay.
but I'm fine to be swayed if you want it that way.
I could go to a 5, but. It just seems like a generic. Service model that's not tailored to CCS in any way, I haven't seen anything special, I'm sure they can support a technology, I'll go with the 5. That is fair. And for their qualifications. Saying they have 36 supported utilities, again, can we believe it?
They listed us in there out of the 36.
Right.
were they subcontracted by another entity that we did business with?
Sure.
I mean,
I mean, I don't remember seeing their name in anything that I
no,
looked through.
I'm not aware of any either. Especially CCS.
Mhm.
And not on the, like, other integration side.
Seeing anything to go above a 0 for their qualification. See some C2M, some CCB, see much CCS. Any needs to go higher than 0?
I had a 10. I mean, I saw that they were, they noted their eligibility and they
Yeah.
had some Oracle experience in there. There was CCS noted, again, the grain of salt, so,
Yeah, I guess on the scale of qualified to do business, yes,
yeah.
that's fine. So keeping in mind with everything else, maybe a 10, just on the basis that they're qualified to do business.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. For consistency's sake. Okay. 5, 5, 10.
Okay. Sure Power Consulting. The organizational qualification and experience, 5. Technical approach, 5. Qualifications, 10. Quote cost total, 13.50, so 13.50, for a total of 33.50. I have the cost, which is kind of questionable, but it says proposed cost is $941,500.
So TMG's experience. Has to be as one.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's me.
They definitely have the experience. They've worked with public utilities before. They've worked with CCS. They have an established skill set. 20. As far as their technical approach, as our, I would say, okay. Technical approach is solid. Any reason to go less than 20 on the technical approach? They had all of the skills, qualifications.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I saw different was some of the timeline was not in there, but given the situation, it's expected.
This is what I noted. And it's the same thing that I said for the other. You know that criticality for us is something big, especially when there's any issues. So SLAs, we have to drive into the SLAs. I didn't see anything defined in there for us, SLA, unless I missed it.
Control F.
If something fails within our system, I would expect for us to kind of have a plan in place,
Yeah.
especially with the batches.
So there is one mention of SLA in the document, and it's in the performance monitoring and reporting. Daily operational scorecards and weekly, monthly reports to track progress, resource utilization, and SLA adherence. Search for service. Okay, 4 mentions of service. Regulatory operational specific controls about rules and okay. As they get into the specific resumes, there's Mark Gil Alvaretta, who lists adherence to service level agreements, providing weekly status reports. Fayetteville, more of the same.
Did they define,
They didn't define.
They didn't define
could
how-
Be,
we would get notifications or what kind of actions would be taken?
and there's the 24/7 batch monitoring and support, including all activities, giving daily summaries. Everything about SLA without saying the actual word. So I'm not sure we held the same scrutiny to the others.
No, I'm just bringing it up because that is something that we need to look at too. Was it something that was made clear in here? From the technical support standpoint?
Work plan, timeline, and events. Purchase, organizational chart, comprehensive decisions, where elements have been performed, general scope, who oversees the performance of the elements, members on the team, and the qualification, types of software. SLAs aren't specifically laid out in the evaluation of their technical approach.
This also that controls for the actual, that's,
I didn't see any reason not to get the full 25.
No. that's what I.
And then as for their qualifications. Well. Qualified to do business, smart, front, all that good stuff. And then as for the technical expertise, they have the Groovy, they have the SQL, they have the Java, they have the XML. They had all the good stuff. I mean, there's nothing really that they were missing. I didn't see any reason not to give them a full 20 points on qualifications as well.
Yeah.
2020, PMG.
Excuse me, TMG Consulting, Inc. The organization qualifications and experience, 20. Technical approach, 20. Qualifications, 20. SBE bonus points, 0. Quote cost total, 18.92, or a total of 78.92. Their quote proposed cost is showing $671,500. I did. Yeah, you can hear everything. Yes. Yes, Turnpike.
Pull that up while you're. You said you had something.
No, that was on another.
Turn, I guess. Yes, this one I was very confused about. On this one, I don't think I gave a single point.
830.
Okay. 30.
We're in this thing.
We'll just save the time then.
Yeah.
Turn 500.
Okay.
Use by that one.
Turnpike, Analyst, LLC. The qualifications, 0, proposals, technical approach, 0, qualifications, 0, SPE bonus point, 0, quote cost total, 40, and, total of 40. The proposed cost was $317,700. Utilities.
Solution. Oh, computer. Experience. Utility solutions. Oh, this is the one they wanted to install something, right? Sorry, I'm jumping ahead to their technical approach. Yeah, I remember the design of this one. For experience, I recall missing a lot of CCS.
Yes.
I didn't see any CCS.
Correct.
I saw government, I saw utilities, I saw 10 years of history, I didn't see any CCS.
No, CCB.
Lots of
C2M.
and C2F, yeah. Okay. On that basis,
0.
experience. Their technical approach was very questionable to me. This is the one I'm thinking of. They had some install with confidence or something like that. Was there? Hold on. I think that was. Yeah, the confidence as a service toolbox. But no, we're not installing. You're a consultant. I gave this a 0 on this one. I did not agree with their technical approach here.
I gave them a 10, but they were missing, like, I didn't see any real plan, so timeline, so that's a pretty major thing, right? And I thought their controls looked a little weak. So
So for me, the killer for me was in their appendix with their CAAS toolkit and confidence as a
Yeah.
service. They want to install 6 pieces of software, it looks like, one called Carbon, which is customer account replication tool. Absolutely not. Compara, unparalleled parallel billing, fully automated. We have a billing system, we're fine. We're actually asking for
That's what you
support. of it. Conduit, a lifecycle management pipeline. I don't know why we would need that. Marionette, an automated test strategy. Again, we asked for OETA. The native one is CCS. Seems like they want to replace CCS with their CAS.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. So I gave 0 on the
Okay.
technical approach, because it just didn't align with what we were looking for.
No.
And then, their qualifications, again, without any CCS history, I mean, sure they're qualified to do business, just in keeping with the others, you know, they haven't had their qualified to do business, we haven't had the bankruptcies, they haven't had foreclosures, and we've given 10 in history, but also with 0s in the other, comfortable to give a 0. The qualifications just it didn't seem to fit the RFP with what they were providing.
I gave them a 5 because of all the other first parts, not having any of the issues of doing business, but
Right.
as far as having, there was no CCS experience, not even on the resumes or anything that they listed.
Right.
So I gave a 5 just because.
I gave a 10, so, I mean,
I'm okay with the 5.
okay, me too.
005.
Utility Solutions Partner, LLC. The organization qualification experience, 0. Technical approach, methodology, 0. And qualifications, 5. The SBE bonus points, 0. Quote cost total, 12.40 for a total of 17.40. And the cost for that was $1,025,000. All right, that's awesome. We did a great job to complete these in a timely manner. All right, so this completes the evaluation committee meeting for RFP 25-00332, Oracle Customer Cloud Services Consulting Services. Again, this was live stream and it will be available at a later date. And the cone of silence, please be advised that the cone of silence is still in effect. If you have any questions or any communications, correspondence must come directly to me. And again, my name is Tracy Edwards. I'm the senior buyer for this project. Again, this will conclude the evaluation committee meeting. Thank you and stop.